When I was a kid, this was the worst thing I ever touched. It's gonna get exciting. I was at a place called Child World, which was like Toys R Us. It sounds a lot worse than it was. I'm not talking about Thailand. That's what I'm saying. That's what people assume. It was a toy store called Child World, and in the 80s they used to sell these rubber frogs that you would squeeze and they would make a noise like a squeaky toy. It was basically a dog toy they used to sell to children. So I was about 5 years old, and in an aisle about 8 aisles down they had teenage toys, including educational ones, which included frogs you could dissect. They were real frogs in formaldehyde bags that you could dissect. You probably see where this is going. So I'm 5 years old, I run over to the big pile of rubber frogs, and I pick one up, and I squeeze it, expecting a squeaky noise, and instead, all of its insides come out of its mouth. It was like as if like Tom's of Maine toothpaste was just a frog. Like you squeezed it, and all, like it turned inside out. Because some teenager clearly had gotten one out of the dissected frog and thrown it in this bin. And it was horrific. Like, I burned my hand washing it after that. I screamed for about 40 minutes. The only thing is, I'm not sure if the kid who did it stuck around to see the results, which makes me sad, because if I was 17 and I pulled that prank, that would be great. Like, you really would want to witness that. It wasn't... I don't know if it was as bad as the poop, but I assume there was probably poop involved, some of it. I don't know what frog poop looks like. So, the next part of the show, I hope you guys have cash on you. Don't get nervous. I'm not going to rob you. No one in this building will rob you. I can't say about after you leave the building, but no one in this building will rob you. Two things. Number one, we do a charity here every month. So in the bottom of your program there, you'll see the charity this month. There it is there. They're a great charity. What they do is they help people who are getting organ transplants. They get them on national lists. They put people up in hotels while they're waiting for organs. So on the way out of the show tonight, you'll see the lovely Carrie there with a box. Put $1 or $2 in the box for the charity. If you don't, it's not a big deal. You're just a piece of shit. You're basically beggars. That's number one. Number two, and the other reason I want you to have cash is for the next segment of the show. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm doing very well. Not just on stage, but in life. And I own many, many things. Everything I own in my home, you should see my home, it's so nice. Everything I own in my home, I can tell you where I got it, why I got it, and how I got it, but it doesn't mean I want to keep it. So I created this segment of the show, it's called the Damaged Goods Auction. And how it works is as follows: a comedian comes on the show, they tell you about an object they own, and then we auction the object off to you, the audience. Someone in this crowd will take this object home tonight, Eddie Money style. That's how it works. Now normally, it's a comedian who's not me, but this, since it's my last weekly show, and it's the last show of 2013, I'm doing the auction myself tonight. So you will get the item, you will get a certificate of authenticity signed by me, Ken Reid, and you will take it home tonight. Now, I love Christmas. Like most people that love Christmas, it's because I had a terrible childhood. And so I am obsessed with it. I watched Christmas specials for months, and I spent years creating the following item. This list of Christmas specials. This is an Excel grid sheet of every Christmas special and every Christmas episode of a television series or sitcom that has ever been made. This is a 5-year research project. It's very, very encompassing. You're like, Ken, did 21 Jump Street have a Christmas special? No, they didn't. They had 2. Yes. There was Christmas in Saigon from season 2, episode 11, and then of course Every Day is Christmas from season 4, episode 25. Yeah, that's on here. Everything's on here. It's 9 pages back to front. That's the item you'll get. It's the Ken Reid personal Christmas list. This isn't out on the internet. You have to know me to get this. But you're probably like, Ken, Christmas was yesterday. What if we don't want to watch Christmas specials after Christmas and it's a little bit early for next year? Well, that's why I have an episode list of New Year's Eve episodes. So, this is every episode of a TV show that either takes place on New Year's Eve or is about New Year's Eve. You like the Brat Show, Boy Meets World, Degrassi High. Ken, did ER have a New Year's Eve show? Yes, they had 2. It's on this list. You're going to get these lists, right? Both lists, you'll take them home tonight. You're going to get the certificate of authenticity. Signed by me, Ken Reid. Now, normally I sign it as the auctioneer, but tonight I'm also the owner, so it has 2 signatures. Now this, I mean, how could I even put a price on this? It's almost invaluable. You're like, Ken, this is 5 years of your life on an Excel grid. If you want it electronically, let me know, I'll email it to you as well. But you gotta take something from me that I don't want in my house. Now I have a lot of Christmas decorations. A lot. Like if I was single and you came to my house this time of year, you would be like, it was nice living. Like you would think I was a murderer. That's how many Christmas, like it goes from whimsical and I hit the peak to murderer. I'm not a murderer, but I just really like Christmas. I have 9 Christmas trees in my home. They're not, one's real and then the others are fake, various colors. It's a wonderland. So I buy a lot of Christmas stuff. I like vintage Christmas stuff, old store displays. And do you guys ever drunk dial where you get really drunk and you call up exes? I do that all the time, except instead of calling exes, I buy things on eBay, and also I've never had alcohol. I do it completely sober, but it's a similar result where I'll just be bored and then packages will show up at my house and I won't remember buying them and I'll be like, okay. Occasionally I will buy things where I really question my choices in life. And the next item is the pinnacle of that. This is a Christmas decoration, it's vintage. It's weirdly worth some money. So if you wanted to buy this to make a profit, you probably could, but I cannot have it in my house. So you're gonna get the 2 lists. If you have to also take this item, the certificate of authenticity. I've called this auction Satan Claus, and here's why. This is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I've seen every horror film ever made. There is no way I can display this in my home. Just for the people in the back, look at this. I opened the box and it was packed face up. I audibly shrieked. I don't know how I bought it. It's very Christmassy though. It sort of visually represents my family at Christmas time more than any other decoration that I own. We really don't have any traditions around Christmas in my family other than scratch tickets, so you know, it would have been nice if I could sleep in a house where he's not locked in a box in the basement. But that's me, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I feel like I hear him running around down there. But you might be different than me. He might be good for you. Also, if you have a Yankee swap maybe at work, that's happening after the holidays, or for next year, this might be good. So here's what you get. You get the New Year's Eve list, 5 pages. You get the 9-page Christmas specials list. If you want electronically, let me know. You get the certificate of authenticity, and you get this guy. And I'm gonna start the bidding at $1. You got $1. $2, did you just outbid yourself for $2? Okay, $2. $3? 3, we're at 3. 5? 5. $8.
10.
$10? $10 for the gentleman. You're still at 10, don't outbid yourself yet. I'm just gonna sit him down here. So, alright. He's taking a nap. So we're at 10 with you, sir. 15? 15 with him. 15 with the gentleman who wants this. Wow. 15. Now, there's no phone bidders, it's in the room. If you took the train tonight, you will get a seat. I'm telling you now, if you buy this, you will get a seat. I could have called this auction Seat on the Train for Life, and it would have been the same thing. So we're at 15 with you. 16. We're at 16.
17.
20? The 20? We're at 20. I'm not endorsing this, but if you maybe want to take the carpool lane, it might work. So you're at 20. 20 with the gentleman. The 2 lists, the certificate, and we'll call him him. We're at 20. $20.
22.
$22 for the, wow. New bidder, 22. 25? Wow. $27. This is getting heated. 30? 30 between the two of you? Nice. Yeah, you could split them. 6 months and 6 months. Well, they can figure that out. They're alternate years. Yeah. I don't know who would win that. So we're at 30 with the gentleman. Co-bidders, we're at 30. You're not co-bidders, right? He's just not jumping on your bid. All right, we're at 30. Anyone be 30? 35?
35.
35. You did see him, right? I know you were in the back. Just want to make sure you know what you're bidding on. So, we're at 35. Anyone be 35? You're out at 35. All right. 40. $40? Just so you know, this money goes right to me. It doesn't go to the charity or anything. All right, if you're okay with that. All right, we're at 40 with the gentleman. So holidays, you're a good guy. You could use this as a pillow if you don't like sleeping. If you have an in-law who wants to stay at your house and you have a guest room, they will never stay at your house again. Keep that in mind. We're at 40 with the gentleman. We're at 40 going once. $41 for the lady. 42. 43. 45. You get cash. You won't be allowed to leave until you pay. You're at 45. 45. It's going to be a good New Year's in 10 cents. If this went for $1, it would be a good New Year's in 10 cents. 45 with a gentleman. 45 going once.
46.
46. Wow. Wow. That's less than $20 per list. 46.
Tell you guys I'm poor.
I knew he was poor. 40, you're out. He's out. He's out, but you might still be around 46. Did you beat 46? Come on, Mo. It's your last chance. 46 going once. 46 going twice. They're offering the pool. 46 going twice. 50. $50. New bidder with 50. I didn't think this would do it. The record. This kid here sold a Red Sox program signed by Judge Judy for 60. How long they come up with? 50 with the gentleman. Wow. All right. I'm also sure this belt's human size, so you can probably answer. We're at 50. We're at 50 going once.
51.
51. I can't believe it. I know, I'm getting bored. We're at 51. 51 going once. 51 going twice. Sold for $51! Here you are! Mike, can you bring this over there? Can you bring this over? Here you go. There's the dog. There's the list and the certificate of authenticity as well. We can hand it back to her. She's a brave gal. $51, everybody. She's the owner of the dime. Well, that was weird. That's the best. That is the best description. Please write a Yelp review. Just like I went, it was weird. 5 stars. Thank you so much.